It's Henderson versus Bisping, and it's part 2. Bisping has asked for this match ever since part 1. And I'll give you guys the quick history because it's real simple. These guys went at it at UFC 100. They had come off, they were coaching, they were opposing coaches on The Ultimate Fighter. At that time, and arguably even now, the greatest vehicle, the greatest marketing vehicle in all of MMA was The Ultimate Fighter. When those coaches, the opposing coaches, finally fought, it was the biggest gates, the biggest days, the biggest pay-per-views. Number one vehicle. Henderson and Bisping, opposing coaches, they go out, they fight on the mega card, UFC 100, just the mega card of all cards. And it wasn't overly close. Henderson took a few shots. Bisping did what Bisping does. He moved a lot. Boom, stick him, move a little bit, stick him, move a little bit. Henderson did what he did what he does. He waits. He finds that opening. He lands the big right hand, which has now been named the H-bomb. Puts Bisping out, and it's been on every highlight reel the UFC's ever put out since that night. Well, that pissed Bisping off. Okay, Bisping's a man of pride like anybody else, and he's wanted a rematch. That's relevant to know because a lot of people were upset that this fight got put together. They thought, well, that's not how the rankings go. Henderson hasn't had the wins in place as of late to have this fight. Well, that didn't have anything to do with it. This was Bisping's doing. And some people thought, well, Bisping is looking to go out of order. He doesn't want to fight Jacare or Romero or Weidman. It had nothing to do with that. Follow the timeline. Bisping had been asking for this fight. It had nothing to do with the belt. Bisping had been wanting this fight for years. So these guys are going to go out and fight. Here's what I would tell you as an analysis. We know Bisping can win this fight. We know he can. We know he can move. He can go 25 minutes. He's conditioning's no problem. He can punch in quick. He's fast. He's on a roll. He's got momentum. We know he can win the fight. Some of you are going to say he should win the fight. We also know that Henderson did win the fight. Okay, because it already happened. We know Henderson can beat him. Not a should. We know he can. Because it already happened. So where do you want to place your chips? Do you want to place your chips on a guy that should, a guy that could, or a guy that did? And frankly, I can't answer my own question. I don't know. I can see Dan Henderson winning this fight. I can see Michael Bisping using that footwork, picking, moving, keeping his chin down, watching out for that big overhand right, going 25 minutes. Now, Bisping has said, I'm going to finish it with a head kick. I don't know that I can see that. I don't know that I can just see. I think if Bisping wins, I believe it has to go to a decision. I don't think submissions are really in play. I think we can all agree on that. I don't think ground and pound's in play because I don't think either guy's even going to try. I don't think Bisping's even going to try to take him down. I don't think Henderson's even going to try to take Bisping down. And I'll give Dan one piece of advice from my own experience with Bisping. If you take him down, don't plan to keep his ass there because he's really good at getting up. So I think now you're stuck on your feet. We saw what happened the first time, but I think we could see Bisping moving for 15 minutes. I think we could see Henderson stepping in and landing that big shot. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited about the fight, and I like the co-main as well. I like Vitor versus Masasi, and for me, that one's got upset written all over it. I really think it does, because Masasi's a stand-up fighter, and I've only seen Vitor lose one stand-up fight ever, and it was against John Jones. I can't recall a time anybody stood with Vitor Belfort and it ended well for him. Masasi's going to stand with him. Masasi thinks he's a better striker and might be. I don't know. I'm excited for that fight. I really do want to see that fight. But I think Masasi shows his chin a little bit. I think Vitor's a lot faster than people give him credit for. I think Vitor's power is down, but who cares? Vitor used to connect with you. You were going to sleep. Vitor connects with you now, you still go to sleep. Okay, maybe you just wake up sooner. So, okay, his power's down. It's still nasty. I just think that's a really interesting fight. I think that's a really interesting fight, particularly style-wise. We all kind of knew what was going to happen when Weidman got in there with Vitor. He's going to take him down, make it hard for him to get up. We all knew if Jacare can get him down, Vitor's probably not going to get up. I don't think that that's in play here. I think you got two guys that are going to go out and punch and kick, and I'm not positive that Mousasi gets the jump on him. I'm not positive. Mousasi's not as fast as Vitor. He is as crafty. He is as diverse. He is as experienced. I'm not sure he's as fast. I just think that's an interesting fight. I think you need to keep your eyes on that one.